We all know Smash Bros is basically the staple platform fighter. I mean, it pretty much invented the genre back in 1999 when it launched for the Nintendo 64. And nowadays we have games such as Brawlhalla or Nickelodeon All-Stars who are trying to copy this formula and make it their own. And obviously, it seems to do somewhat well. I mean, none of these games have really reached the massive popularity Smash Bros had, but it's gained some attention. And not only has it just gained Nickelodeon's attention, but it's also gained another very big franchise owner, Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers has decided to take a shot at the genre as well, releasing their title, named Multiverses. Lucky enough, I was able to get a beta code, and I've been playing with the beta for a while now. I would say I've had about 50 hours in the game. I played it with my friends, and I think I am qualified to give some good opinions or takes on the game's status at the moment. Season 1 is probably launched by the time this video is out, so I don't know if anything is going to be changed, but we'll see. Take this review with a grain of salt. The way I'm going to be doing this review is talking about the good parts I enjoyed about this game, what I think they got right. Then I'll be diving into what I think could be better or what I just absolutely don't like about the game. And then I'll give my final verdict. But before we dive into the video, I'd just like to say it would be greatly appreciated if you leave a like on this video. It helps me out with the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel. That would also help me out a lot. Now that's out of the way, let's dive right into the review. So what did I enjoy about this game? Good question. Well, I think a highlight for me personally would have to be the character roster. They did a lot right when it came to making these characters. And as you can see, there's quite a good collection of characters from familiar franchises such as Scooby-Doo, Steven Universe, you've got Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, all from DC. They even made a character specifically for this game. It's called Rain Dog. Now, my favorite character right now, I would say easily, is Finn from Adventure Time. I've always played a swordsman in pretty much every Smash type game. And once again, I've fallen in love with the swordsman. And not only that, but he's a little bit broken at the moment. His range is a little bit, let's just say, too good. You can be hitting people from like several feet away, which from the sword, like, doesn't make any sense at all. And then his backpack spin move is a little OP at the moment. But I think every single character in this game does have a little bit of brokenness to it, and that kind of balances that all out. But I will say, there are characters who are better than others, clearly. For example, Taz, he's probably the worst character in the game, sadly. He got nerfed heavily, and he is barely usable. I mean, he's a fun character to play with, but just, he's not a character you're gonna competitively play with. But I'll say that the roster overall generally has a lot of good balance to it. You've got a lot of variety in moves, a lot of counters with characters, and then there's also just a lot of fun diversity when it comes to players' moves. Just really interesting to play with. For example, Steven Universe, he has his little melon guy you can spawn in, which I think is pretty cool. He's the only character that can do something like that. We've got Tom and Jerry, where you can shoot Jerry and play with tennis balls, projectiles. It's kind of wacky and cool and just fun around play with. And then you've also got Iron Giant. This is absolutely massive dude, basically just a huge tank, and just can take up so much damage and just can basically tear around the entire stage. Now, something I really admire about the developers for this game is how dedicated they were to the voice acting. They sure spent a lot of time researching and doing their stuff when it came to memes and understanding characters, because they got it all right. They got the memes, they got the voice lines. And even though some characters, for example Steven, weren't able to get the original voice actor, they found decent replacements. And I don't think any of the voice actors are that annoying. And it's awesome that they got most of the original guys in there, because they just sound great. It's awesome. And it's so cool because they have these characters that have individual voice lines for each character that they're facing off against. So if you have Shaggy facing off against Batman, they're gonna have individual voice lines correlated with those two characters.
Man, you got anything to eat in that fancy belt? Don't make me fight that thing, it kinda looks like Scoob!
It's really, really cool. I think it's such an awesome detail they put into this game, and makes every experience unique. Alright, moving on to the next thing I really liked. would be the core game modes. They have a pretty solid list. They've got their 1v1s, their 2v2s, they got their free-for-all, and I haven't checked it out, but it looks like they have this co-op mode versus AI. It's probably not that great, honestly, but at least they have it. But yeah, 2v2 is their core mode. That's the one that we're really pushing right now, and it makes sense. They want to make their game unique, and so they're pushing this 2v2 style Smash game. And what's really cool is they've added this perk system where each character has a set of perks, and you level the characters up and you unlock new perks, and you can either like have your own individual perks or stack perks with your teammate to give them a boost. And I think that's really awesome, and you can get really creative with that. I would say that some of the characters actually shine better in 2v2s than they do with 1v1s or free-for-all, and it's just a lot more fun to play 2v2s, especially with a friend. Now moving on to what I was a little bit disappointed with. Now, the game's great, but it does have a couple issues that I do need to discuss. So, going off of maps or stages, I will have to say there are a few too little. There are not a very good selection, and I feel like we're playing the same maps most of the time because there are only 6. And yeah, they need to add a lot more. I feel like they should try to go for maybe 2 a month after the season 1 launches. And I think that would be a good goal, because let's look back at other games. For example, they had like 20 maps, 30 maps. And if you go with Smash Ultimate, man, that game had like, what, 50 maps? I don't know, I'm not really counting, but I just know that there's a lot of maps in those games. And the fact that we only have 6 right before Season 1 launches is very disappointing. I want some variety. Come on, give us the maps, we want the maps. Alright, last little bit of criticism. Why is there not a local co-op online mode? Explain. I want to be able to play on the couch with my friends and play against online players. Is that too much to ask? It's in pretty much every game I've played. I mean, Brawlhalla has it, Smash Bros has it, so why not Multiverses? Please, just add it. It's fun when you can play on the couch with your friends. I think this game is in a really good state as it is right now, and just doing really well. I mean, it's super popular right now. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's playing it. It's on the top chart of Steam right now, and I'm sure it's gonna do really well, especially the fact that it's a cross-platform, platform fighter game. And that's great. People love that. People want more like that. Oh, and did I forget to tell you that the game's free? Alright, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more videos just like this. And if you are interested in seeing me crack jokes with my friends playing video games, then you can check me out on my Twitch channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!